Hello guys and girls, how you doing? It's Dave here from Mumongu Gaming along with Mr. Pillow, and yes, we're on Pillow Talk, and that's a little bit different this week. Unfortunately, my guest was unable to attend this interview process, as it were, and I've decided to fill in myself. Yes, and you're probably all going, oh god, we don't want to hear what you've got to say. So what we've decided between myself and Mr. Pillow is Mr. Pillow is going to ask me the questions, and I'm going to answer. So I'm sort of the guest this week, as it were. So, yeah. Without further ado, I normally, when it comes on, is ask the people to tell them a bit about the channel and all that sort of thing. Now, I'm hoping you guys know about me, but here goes anyway. One, I've obviously got YouTube. I've done this for over a year now. And then I've also now started up on Twitch. We'll get to that a little bit later, because one of those questions is going to touch on that a little bit later, but we'll get to that anyway. So I'm not going to ramble on too much about this sort of section, because obviously this is more for other guests and stuff to promote their channels and stuff, and I'm not here to promote my channel in any way. I'm just here, guys, for you to know what's going on. So I'm going to do a little bit of a health update. Health update wise, I'm okay. I'm doing alright. I'm coping with my situation now a lot better and things like that. I went to see Doc the other week. In fact, it was actually a week today, and basically we've changed my medication and stuff. He feels that I'm coming, and maybe my body's becoming kind of adapted to the actual drug. So he's changing those a little bit, and we'll see how that goes over the next few months or whatever, to see what those changes are, whether they're good or bad. We'll wait and see. Yeah, so that's on that. I've not got any that I'm aware of, any upcoming visits to hospital or anything like that. As far as I'm aware, this is me pretty much as I am, unless anything changes drastically, and then I have to inform them. If things aren't going, if I'm not coping and with the pain levels and stuff like that, I will be off to physiotherapy for maybe some aquatherapy, hydrotherapy, I think that's what it's called, where you sort of go into a pool and stuff like that, and it sort of takes the weight off your body, so it's easy to move about and things like that. So that's a possibility that's going to be coming up soon as well. Yeah, so it's a shame that obviously my guest couldn't be on, but I'm hoping that you guys enjoy one, that I'm playing a game called Batman Arkham Knight, just in case you're wondering what's going on in the background, and yeah, and two, this game's really good, but also moving on, and I don't want to stall on this a little bit too much. The other question that I tend to ask is, people is sort of about your name and stuff like that, but people know about how my name came about, and if you don't, there is a video way down there in the archives of the reason why I came up with my name, so go and check that out anyway. But anyway, first question is, what did I want to be when I grew up? Well, yeah, this is always a question when you're a child and stuff like that. What do you want to do when you grow up? And I went through the normals of a policeman, fireman, things like that. But I did okay in school, did pretty well, and I was going to become an architect. Yes, that's what I was going to actually be. I was an architect. I did really well at technical drawing and stuff in school. Don't know if you still do that today. I'm a little bit older than most people, but it was to do with architecture and stuff like that, and I really enjoyed that. I actually got an interview, which was really weird. It was put forward by my tutor to become an architect at a architect sort of practice and stuff like that. And I don't know why, but there was 5,000 people applied. I got down to the last 3, which I think I did well with my portfolio and stuff like that. But for some reason, somebody forgot to overlook my age, and part of the job was you had to drive. And at the time, when I was doing everything, I was still in school and stuff, so I was only 15, and obviously I couldn't drive, which was a massive dint in things, and it knocked my confidence. It really did, and I don't know what happened, but went to put my exam forward, for my architecture course and stuff like that. And my tutor actually lost my portfolio. It didn't get emitted, it didn't get entered in, and that basically took me into a spiral of feeling really down. At the time there wasn't really a thing called depression as such, like people didn't like call it that. I mean, it's more of a modern sort of determination on what things are, and yeah, and my mum at the time was really ill. She had an illness which nobody actually knew what it was at the time of like all my exams and things like that. So I was going through a pretty bad time of things, and it basically knocked me for 6, and I didn't even go back into anything to do with architecture at all. I basically binned the whole thing because I was so messed up in my head, maybe, I don't know. I just didn't, didn't go back into that. So I went on to college. I then took A-levels and stuff like that I got 2 A-levels in the end after college. One was in business studies and the other one was in computers. And I passed those, A's and B's in those. And yeah, so what did I want to do when I grew up? Well, it all changed really. I didn't know then what I wanted to do, basically, and I ended up working for a haulage company. And yeah, so my ambitions and everything kind of changed. I was working in the sort of traffic office, dealing with the movements of vehicles up and down the country and stuff, and dealing with customs and excise and stuff at the docks and that, like at Felixstowe and Southampton, Tilbury, places like that, Seathorpe docks in Liverpool and everything. Yeah, and I really enjoyed that job. It was really good. It was I really enjoyed that, and got to thinking that maybe one day I might actually want to do the actual, the heavy goods vehicle like driving at some point. But it did cost a lot of money at the time and things like that. But yeah, so that was possibly where I sort of got to. But I'm gonna not continue rambling on too much regarding the answer on that question. So without further ado, I'm going to move on to my next question from Mr. Pillow. Thank you very much for him. And is, what are your top 3 YouTube channels? Well, when I say top 3, it's probably what he means there is, what is the 3 channels that I tend to watch on a regular basis? Well, the one that my go-to channel that I watch pretty much every day if they've got a video up is Funhouse, and they're part of Rooster Teeth, and I'm not sure if any of you guys know who they are, but there will be a link to their channel in the description below, but you can and then maybe go and check them out. Yeah, really funny. I enjoy watching their videos and stuff like that. They are a bunch of funny people, to be honest, and it's well worth watching. Another channel that I do go to is what's known as PlayStation Access, and the reason that I go to these is, yes, I am not, oh my god, before I start, PlayStation versus Xbox, it's nothing to do with that. Yes, I did used to have PlayStation, I did used to have Xboxes. Xbox 360 was the one that was the turning point where it all went a bit pear-shaped because of the red ring, and I sort of thought, well, I'm not going to invest any more money into Xbox if they can't produce a machine that can work. So I stuck with PlayStation. So I went from so I've always had PlayStation 1, 2, 3 and 4. I've had every one of those. I like PlayStation. I'm not putting them ahead of anything, what I mean, but I like the games on there and stuff like that. But also I do like Xbox, what I mean. So there's no favoritism. I don't want to start an argument, with everyone out there and stuff like that. But mainly I play on PC now, which is funny enough. But yeah, I still enjoy watching PlayStation Accent. Again, it's informative, but it's also a bunch of funny guys, and obviously Holly, who was a girl as well, sort of thing. And Delson Rodent, who was a little badger. So yeah, go check him out as well. Again, links are down below. And my third YouTube channel that I will check on a regular basis, well, let me say, it's called Swashing TV, but he does, even if it's called that, he does pimp my setup, and it's about people that send in their PC setups, and he basically tells them whether they need tweaking and things like that, and what they should do about changing not just the setup, but maybe the room layout of where things need to be, or maybe they need maybe some new posters up on the wall to give the like room some kind of, you know, personality. You know, telling people about them and giving them a bit of personality and stuff. But again, link will be down below. It's a show that people just send in their setups, their PC setups, their gaming setups, and he basically critiques them and says, where you need to tweak things, and he might even say there's no changes needed, it's a fantastic setup and stuff like that. So yeah, you see some really bad setups, but you also see some amazing setups in there. So again, link will be down below. So there we go. So that's that question. So again, don't want to dwell on things. I'm going to move on quickly, and we're going to move on to question number 3. And the question number 3 is, what are your favourite characters in Overwatch? Well, when I say favourite, I think what we're going to say here is the ones that I tend to play on a regular basis. Mercy is number 1. I will play her. 1, I like her looks as well. Yes, I know she's only a game character, you know what I mean? But yeah, I like the way she looks. But also I like the way she plays, and I like playing the healer and stuff like that, so I like playing her. I also like playing D.Va. I like her as my sort of attacking kind of character and stuff like that. And also, as another option, is going to be Symmetra, and again, she's a healer. I like the fact she can place her little sort of mini little turret type like lasers down and stuff like that, and also put up a teleporter. Now, if you've never played Overwatch, guys, I do recommend that you check it out, because it is a lot of fun, and a lot of people are giving it, oh, I don't want to play that, it's just like TF2. It's not. It is and it isn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can see where the similarities are, but at the end of the day, it's great fun. And if you've got 5 people that you want to play with, or even 11 people, make it a 6v6, you know what I mean? It's awesome. But you can customize it, so it doesn't have to be that many people. You can have mini sort of 3s-on-3s and things like that. So you can customize like levels and things like that. So that's quite cool. But yeah, they're my characters. Basically, I've got pretty much all the skins and stuff that I want for them and stuff like that. But yeah, that's them. Okay. So question number 4. What are the top 3 things that I want to do before I die? Well, this is, again, because of my accent and stuff like that, it has changed. But yeah, I'm not going to dwell too much on my accent and things like that. But the top 3 things before I die. Well, 1 would be to go to like a games convention, something like EGX in this country, or even I'd love to go to E3. In fact, yeah. Top 3 things before you die. E3, definitely. That's 1. Number 2, excuse me. Number 2 would be. Let me think. It would be. It'd be great if I could drive again. I really miss driving, so that would be something. And the 3rd one before I die would be, let me see. I should have maybe thought of this, but Mr. Pillow's threw that at me straight away, and he's caught me off here. But the 3rd one would be to have a meet-up with you guys, the people that I chat to on a regular basis. So my regular friends that I chat to on YouTube and stuff, that would be awesome if there'd be some kind of, even if it was at E3 or not even necessarily that, just to be able to all meet up somewhere. That would be awesome. Yeah, that's I think that would be my top 3 before I die. So there we go. Okay, so what were my top 3 before the accent? No, maybe another time. We'll get into that, but there we are. So my final question is, will you be streaming ever again? And I did touch on this a little bit at the beginning. I'm actually streaming again, guys. Yes, I am streaming again over on Twitch. Okay, I started out on a Monday, but from today I'm going to be now doing Wednesdays. So I'm doing Mondays and Wednesdays. It's 11 PM, and that's maybe a little bit late for our UK viewers and stuff like that. It's mainly to and I don't mean this in any disrespect to the UK populace, but it's to catch obviously the guys over in the States, because I've got a lot of friends over there that I chat to as well. But to be fair, the UK audience that I do, or I should say not necessarily audience, but UK people I tend to chat to on a regular basis are up at night as well. You know what I mean? Because we all sort of tend to hang about chatting and stuff with people in America. But like I say, I chat to a lot of people over in America, so just really for them guys to like check me out and stuff like that. But yeah, it's 11 PM on a Monday, it's 11 PM on a Wednesday, over at twitch.tv/Mumongu Gaming. You know the link, it's up there like on my border, like banner thing of my YouTube anyway. But if you just search for Mumongu Gaming in anything, you always find me. But yes guys, it's gone really well so far. I'm really enjoying it, and if things progress and do really well, then I'll throw in maybe a Saturday as well. So there we go. And the other news regarding streaming is possibly moving Pillow Talk off the YouTube channel and moving it as a live event onto my stream, and maybe get more guests on at the same time, and then it gives the people in the chat to be able to ask questions, and more regular questions as we chat, and maybe as we're playing some kind of a multiplayer type game, possibly Overwatch, who knows. But yeah guys, let me know down in the comments whether you think I should move Pillow Talk over to Twitch. Now, it's not totally maybe coming off YouTube, because I can always do like a highlight reel from that and throw that back onto YouTube. Let me know guys, I want to know from you how we progress and how this channel and the Mumongu Gaming brand, as it were, progresses and moves forward. So if you think this is a good idea, maybe once a month do like a Pillow Talk live, do it like that way, maybe once a month and as a special, and continue to do weekly Pillow Talks with guests, or completely take Pillow Talk off YouTube and move it straight over to Twitch, who knows, and then just maybe do 1 or 2 videos a week on YouTube. What do you guys want from me? That's what I'm basically asking, is what do you guys want, and I'm happy to oblige and take those suggestions on board, and we'll take it from there, and we'll see where it goes. And this is where I want to do. I want to grow things. I want to move forward, and sometimes you have to adapt and move forward and not be stagnant. And this is what I'm planning on doing. So if you think it's a good idea, let me know. So there we go, guys. Hopefully, it's not too bad having me as the guest this week. I hope to be having I will have a guest on next week. It's all been arranged. It's going to be a chap from America called Dark Penguin. So that sounds interesting and intriguing. Ooh. Yes, Dark Penguin will be on next Wednesday for his interview, as it were, on Pillow Talk, and I'll be popping some questions off to him. So if you've got any questions for him, let me know via Twitter, and I can throw them at him. So, yeah, without further ado, guys, like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much, as always, from me and from Mr. Pillow for helping me out today and doing these questions. That's awesome from him. And, yeah, I'll catch you next time, guys. And if you're about later on this evening, catch me on my Twitch channel, where we'll be playing some games and chatting, and there we go, and it should be fun. And listening to a bit of music and stuff as it goes along. So, take it easy. Massive hugs. Catch you next time, guys. Cheers.